You start training your puppy, you're crushing it with housebreaking and basic commands, everybody's proud. Then, 3 weeks later, you realize your pup's getting chunky. The problem isn't the training itself, it's that you're handing out dozens of treats every single day, and those calories stack up faster than you think. I'm Stephen Whitlow, and I've watched this exact scenario play out with hundreds of puppies over the years. If you're listening to the Pet Parent Podcast, quick heads up before we get rolling. Everything you're about to hear, all the research, the product testing, the recommendations, that's all been verified and written by real people with real expertise. The voice you're hearing, though, that's AI generated, which lets us get these episodes out to you faster and more consistently. Just wanted you to know. Now, if you've been listening for a while, thanks for being here, seriously. And if you're new to the show, welcome aboard. We drop new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, covering all things pet care, from training to nutrition to product reviews. Let's jump into today's episode. The good news is that low-calorie training treats for puppies let you reward consistently without turning your dog into a chubby teenager. Here's the quick verdict. The best low-calorie training treats for puppies balance minimal calories, we're talking under 3 calories per treat, with high palatability, soft texture for quick consumption, and quality ingredients that won't upset developing digestive systems. My top pick is Zook's Mini Naturals for their tiny size and single-calorie punch, but there are several other options that work brilliantly depending on your puppy's preferences and dietary needs. Now, let's talk about what to look for in low-calorie training treats for puppies. Finding treats that actually support training without sabotaging your puppy's weight takes more than just grabbing the first bag labeled low-calorie. First up, calorie content per treat. This is the big one. A proper training treat should contain no more than 3 calories per piece, and ideally closer to 1 to 2 calories. During active training sessions, you might hand out 50 to 100 treats in a day. At 3 calories each, that's 150 to 300 calories, which could be 10 to 30% of a small puppy's daily caloric needs. I've seen trainers use regular-sized treats and wonder why their 15-pound puppy suddenly needs to go on a diet at 6 months old. Do the math before you buy. Check the guaranteed analysis label for calories per treat, not just per cup or per 100 grams. Small size matters too. Treats should be pea-sized or smaller for most puppies. Large treats force you to either break them up, which is annoying during training, or give fewer rewards, which slows down learning. If you're working on using treats effectively for puppy training, you need to be able to rapid-fire rewards during the critical learning window. Moving on to ingredient quality and digestibility. Puppies have developing digestive systems that can't handle the same stuff adult dogs process easily. Look for limited ingredient formulas with recognizable whole foods as the first 3 ingredients. Chicken, turkey, beef, salmon, sweet potato, and pumpkin are all solid choices. Skip anything with corn, wheat, or soy as primary ingredients. These are cheap fillers that add calories without much nutritional value. Artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives are completely unnecessary. If a treat is bright red or neon green, it's theater for you, not nutrition for your puppy. I've never met a puppy who cared what color their reward was. Check for common allergens if your puppy has shown any digestive sensitivity. Single protein treats, just chicken or just salmon, make it easier to identify what works for your individual dog. Here's something a lot of articles skip. The treat needs to be more exciting than the distraction. During early puppy training, you're competing with every leaf, smell, and passing butterfly. A boring treat doesn't stand a chance. That said, you also need something your puppy can eat in under 2 seconds. Soft, chewy treats beat crunchy ones for training because puppies can swallow them quickly and refocus on you instead of spending 15 seconds chomping. The squish test works well. Press the treat between your fingers. If it gives easily, it's probably soft enough for quick consumption. Rock-hard treats might be fine for adult dog training, but puppies often struggle to break them down quickly, which kills your training momentum. A treat that's small for a German Shepherd puppy is massive for a Chihuahua puppy. I always recommend starting with the smallest size available in any treat line. You can always give 2 treats if needed, but you can't make a too large treat smaller without creating a crumbly mess in your pocket. For toy and small breed puppies, we're talking under 15 pounds adult weight. Look for treats specifically marketed as mini or training size. For medium to large breed puppies, regular training treats usually work fine, but count the calories carefully. Bigger puppies eat more treats in absolute numbers, even though they need them proportionally less. This ties back to ingredient quality, but it's worth stating plainly, puppies don't need artificial anything. Propylene glycol, BHA, BHT, ethoxyquin. If you need a chemistry degree to pronounce it, your puppy doesn't need to eat it. These preservatives extend shelf life for manufacturers, but add 0 training value. Common allergens to watch for include chicken, which is surprisingly common, beef, dairy, eggs, and wheat. If your puppy shows signs of food sensitivity, like itchy skin, ear infections, or soft stools, switching to a limited ingredient or novel protein treat often helps. Salmon, duck, and venison are good alternatives. Nobody talks about this, but it matters. The treat needs to work with your lifestyle. If you train outdoors in summer, super soft treats will melt into pocket pudding. If you're working in a training class with other puppies, your treats need to be more enticing than whatever the person next to you brought. If you're clumsy, like me, you want treats that don't crumble into dust and coat the inside of your treat pouch. Some treats require refrigeration after opening. That's fine for home training, but annoying if you're out at the park. Consider where and when you'll actually use these treats before committing to a 5-pound bag. All right, our top picks. First, Zook's Mini Naturals Training Treats. Check the link below to see the current price. These are what I reach for first with most puppies. At just 1.5 calories per treat, these tiny morsels let you reward dozens of times without worrying about weight gain. They're made with chicken as the first ingredient, plus cherries and rosemary for natural preservation, and they have a soft, moist texture that puppies demolish in one bite. I've used these with everything from Maltese puppies to Golden Retriever puppies, and the size works across the board. They're small enough that toy breeds get a satisfying reward, but you can easily give 2 or 3 to a larger puppy during high-value training moments. The pros? Only 1.5 calories each, among the lowest available, soft texture perfect for rapid reward delivery, comes in multiple proteins like chicken, pork, duck, rabbit, and salmon, no corn, wheat, or soy. Resealable bag keeps them fresh. The cons, they can get crumbly in very hot weather. Some puppies find the duck flavor less exciting than chicken. The bag size means you'll go through them quickly with multiple daily training sessions. Next up, Wellness Soft Puppy Bites. Check the link below to see the current price. These are specifically formulated for growing puppies with 3 calories per treat and added DHA for brain development. These are slightly larger than Zook's, about the size of a pencil eraser, but they tear easily if you need smaller pieces. The ingredient list is clean. Lamb and salmon are the primary proteins, plus flaxseed for omega fatty acids. What I like about these is the texture. They're soft and chewy without being sticky or greasy. I've carried them in my pocket through hour-long training sessions without creating a mess, which is saying something. The pros, formulated specifically for puppy nutritional needs. DHA supports cognitive development during critical learning periods. Soft but not mushy maintains shape in your pocket. Grain-free recipe works for sensitive stomachs. Strong smell that puppies find highly motivating. The cons, at 3 calories each, they're on the higher end for training treats. Only available in one flavor combination, lamb and salmon, slightly more expensive per treat than other options. Moving on to Blue Buffalo Blue Bits training treats. Check the link below to see the current price. These deliver 2 calories per treat in a soft, savory formula that even picky puppies usually accept. These use real turkey, chicken, or beef as the first ingredient, depending on which flavor you choose, and they're completely free of chicken or poultry byproduct meals. The size is perfect for training, small enough to give frequently, but substantial enough that puppies recognize they're getting something good. I've found these work especially well with puppies who are food-motivated but not obsessed, where you need that extra flavor punch to maintain attention. The pros: good middle ground calorie count at 2 per treat. Multiple protein options let you rotate flavors. No artificial preservatives or chicken byproducts. Stays soft without refrigeration. Price point makes it affordable for daily training. The cons: contains some potato starch as filler. The turkey flavor can be less appealing than chicken for some puppies. Treats stick together slightly in the bag, requiring you to separate them. Moving on, Old Mother Hubbard Crunchy Classic Treats. Check the link below to see the current price. These deliver 5 calories per treat, which puts them at the higher end of what I'd consider acceptable for training. But here's why they make the list. They break cleanly into 3 to 4 pieces, effectively giving you 1.5 calories per reward. These are small, crunchy biscuits made with whole wheat flour, oats, and chicken. Simple ingredients that have been around for decades. I grew up using these with my family's dogs, and they still work reliably with puppies today. They're best for home training sessions where you can pre-break them into smaller pieces, rather than on-the-go training where you need grab-and-reward speed. The pros: breaks cleanly into multiple training-sized pieces, simple, recognizable ingredient list, crunchy texture puppies enjoy, extremely shelf-stable, budget-friendly for extended training programs. The cons: requires pre-breaking for proper portion control. Contains wheat, making it unsuitable for grain-free diets. At 5 calories per whole treat, you must remember to break them. Crunch factor slows down rapid training sequences. Last one, Stewart Pro Treat freeze-dried treats. Check the link below to see the current price. These contain 2 calories per treat and use a single protein source, your choice of beef liver, chicken breast, or lamb liver. These are popular in competitive obedience training circles because they're intensely motivating but won't fill up a dog quickly. The texture is similar to Pupford's freeze-dried option, but slightly more robust. They still crumble less than I'd like, but they hold together better than pure liver treats. I've used these extensively with puppies preparing for more advanced training, and the motivation level they provide is excellent. The pros: strong protein smell creates high motivation. Single ingredient formula simplifies allergy management. Size is consistent, making portion control easy. Works across all breed sizes. Lightweight for carrying multiple training sessions worth. The cons: the texture is slightly dry for some puppies' preference. Creates some dust and crumbs in your pocket or pouch. More expensive than conventional training treats. The smell lingers on your hands after training. Now let's hit some frequently asked questions. How many low-calorie training treats can I give my puppy per day? Your puppy's daily treat calories should stay under 10% of their total daily caloric intake. For a 10-pound puppy needing around 500 calories daily, that's 50 calories from treats, which gives you 25 to 50 training treats, depending on which product you're using. During intensive training periods, you can go slightly higher, up to 15%, by reducing their meal portions proportionally, but I don't recommend making this your everyday approach. The answer depends on your puppy's size, age, and activity level, but low-calorie options give you much more flexibility than standard treats. Are freeze-dried treats better than soft treats for puppy training? Freeze-dried treats typically contain fewer calories per piece and use single protein sources, making them excellent for food-sensitive puppies. However, soft treats work better for rapid sequence training because puppies consume them faster without the crunch and chew time. I use both, freeze-dried for jackpot rewards and breakthrough moments, soft treats for the bulk of repetitive training. The better option depends on your training context. If you're doing 50 repetitions of sit-stay in 10 minutes, soft wins. If you're rewarding a major breakthrough, like your puppy's first successful recall past a distraction, freeze-dried creates a more memorable moment. Can I use regular dog treats but just break them into smaller pieces? You can, but it's annoying and messy. Most regular dog treats don't break cleanly. They crumble into dust and uneven chunks that make consistent reward timing difficult. During training, you need to deliver rewards within 1 to 2 seconds of the desired behavior for clear association. Fumbling with breaking treats or picking up the right-sized piece disrupts that timing. Purpose-made training treats are sized appropriately from the start, letting you maintain training momentum. That said, if you already have regular treats and your puppy is maintaining a healthy weight, go ahead and break them up. It's better than buying something new when what you have works fine. Should I avoid chicken-based treats if my puppy has sensitive skin? Research on canine food allergies shows that chicken is one of the more common allergens in dogs, though true food allergies are less common than people think. If your puppy shows signs of food sensitivity, chronic ear infections, itchy skin without fleas, digestive upset, switching to a novel protein like salmon, duck, or venison makes sense, but don't avoid chicken preemptively without reason. Most puppies handle chicken-based treats perfectly fine, and they're often more affordable and available than alternative proteins. If you suspect a sensitivity, work with your veterinarian to do a proper elimination diet rather than guessing, because the problem might not be chicken at all. Do low-calorie training treats provide enough nutrition for my puppy? Training treats aren't meant to provide nutrition. They're for behavioral reinforcement, not dietary sustenance. Your puppy's complete and balanced puppy food handles all their nutritional needs for growth and development. That said, better quality training treats with real meat, minimal fillers, and no artificial additives contribute small amounts of protein and healthy fats rather than just empty calories. Some puppy-specific treats, like Wellness Soft Puppy Bites, include beneficial additions like DHA, but these are bonuses, not necessities. Never replace meal portions with training treats, even high-quality ones. The 10% treat rule exists because puppies need the proper nutrient ratios found in formulated puppy food, especially during their rapid growth phases. Here's the verdict. Low-calorie training treats for puppies aren't optional if you're serious about training. They're essential tools that let you reward frequently without compromising your puppy's health. Zook's Mini Naturals remain my go-to for most puppies because of their tiny size and single-calorie efficiency. But Pupford's freeze-dried options work brilliantly for high-value rewards, and Wellness Soft Puppy Bites add developmental nutrients alongside training value. Here's the real takeaway from 20 years of training puppies. Consistency matters more than perfection. Pick a low-calorie treat your puppy loves, use it religiously during training sessions, and you'll build strong behaviors without building a chunky puppy. Your puppy's waistline and their training progress will thank you. That wraps up this episode of the Pet Parent Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We've got new episodes coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so there's always something new to dig into. If you got value out of this one, I'd really appreciate it if you left us a 5-star rating and a quick review. It genuinely helps other pet parents find the show when they're searching for this kind of information. And go ahead and hit subscribe or follow, whatever your app calls it, so you get a notification the second a new episode drops. Catch you on the next one.